All right, now we are live. Where my lifers at? Where my lifers at? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? It is Tuesday, August 25th. An amazing day. Crypto, not doing amazing, but not doing too bad. What I wanted to get into is when people follow someone on YouTube. Now, when I follow someone on YouTube, I vet them as if they were going to be like my best friend. Like, yeah, I know I can't know that much about them. I'll never see their room unless I get to meet them and all that other stuff, and like see indications of how they live and who they are, all that stuff. But, and I know I'm going in a rant to begin the show, but my whole point is I do a really good job at figuring out, I think, who is giving me the good info on YouTube and who isn't. So that's why TradingView is awesome. And what I talk about TradingView is, see, this lady, she has something pretty cool to look at. She says Bitcoin copy paste its last bull step. And look, up to the top, down with a wick. Up to the top, down with a wick. Two candle close up here, but with the basically, the red body embodying the green, taking it down with a fake out. Then a boom up, almost made it, and now we're in that little space. Very interesting, honestly. I like what she's doing here. And look at the volume. She kind of has it pretty nailed. Interesting. And look, the volume will decrease as the price increases. Very interesting. So that's just something to think about. See if it plays out. What I like about this is you can put an idea out. So like I have ideas that I've put out, right? You can hit ideas. These are other people's ideas. And you can see if they play out, right? Like I think these are my ideas. So I said dock to pop. I said you would have made 32% gains. Okay? And so if you follow me on TradingView, you would have seen this. And let's see. Press play. Boy, did dock to pop, right? It went well above what I said it was going to do. I wonder if I could. So I can't manipulate that. But you can easily see it doubled my target. You would have made even more. And safely. Never went back here again. Look at that buy. Like, never touched there again. A lot of times you buy something, then it's up and down. Here, the second you got in, basically you never looked back. That's what I call one of the most beautiful trades. And you could see the MACD was about to cross. You're buying in the pink. This is what I do. You're in a falling wedge. These are the checklists. This is my system of trading. This is how I trade. Okay? I'm going to start setting up like a Patreon or something because I feel like it makes sense. And you can see it now coming to fruition like over and over again as I put in the work. But horrible today. Just these red candles everywhere. Reversals of price action on almost everything. And it's sad. Actually, last night everything was going great. We seem to be rocking and rolling. But the price action has been extremely volatile, to say the least, this morning. Watching my account swing like a pendulum. Up and down, up and down. One thing I do have to tell you guys that's an indicator to me that there's something going down is this right here. Whenever I'm watching the trading pairs and I see USDT, USDC, USDT, and I see people who are going from stablecoin to stablecoin, USDT to BSD, USD to PAXC, always tells me that Bitcoin's about to drop. It's happened now 10 times in a row. Or it's in a vault. Anytime I see that the stable coins are going for another stable, which makes no sense. Like, I'm selling Tether for USDC. Maybe they know there's going to be volatility in Tether. I don't understand. Maybe these guys know how to move millions and to 0.01 cent, they make like 100 grand. I can't figure it out. But what I do know, like BUSD, these are stable coins. USDT stablecoin, USDT to PAX stablecoin, USDT to TUSD stablecoin to stablecoin. When I see that, it's an indication that something's going on in the market. I think, and it's sad to say, I'm seeing huge stuff online. Like Warren Buffett has an indicator, and his indicator is saying that we're in for a doozy and a half. Yeah. Had this weird instinct to just kind of close my positions today, I'll be honest. Not like long-term holds like my Cardanos and all that stuff, but just my regular trading account, the one I work with you guys on this channel constantly. Had thoughts about it earlier, like thinking, you know what, I'm up really well on the month, like over 5K in the month. Did really, in my opinion, did well. Could have done way better and still have some setups that would, like, in the next few weeks would turn into much larger gains if we could see what it was. But, yeah. Let's get into the markets. Let's get into what's going on because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good today. A lot of red. Let's check the Gus funds. I think the Dow's doing something. The Dow. Now, I still see a MACD cross coming for the Dow. So that tells me that we're going to make it to this target here of 29,000. I'm really not going to stress it. Kind of does it. Look how it just look. Cross up, cross down, cross up. It's pretty predictable. And you never know, though. We could have horrible news, sell-off, anything could happen. But right now, this MACD is crossing. We are overbought a little bit with a curve down, but that's always like a cool-off, which gives us some more room to go back up. And then we have hidden bullish divergent. No, we don't really. No. But I still see that, and I stand by the Dow at 29.4. And then from there, I'll tell you what's up. But I'm a swing trader, like 3 to 5 days, or maybe like 3 to 2 weeks. Sometimes the trades lag on. It depends. It all depends. Okay. Back to what's going on in the markets today. Let's look at Bitcoin because I'm seeing heavy volatility now. A lot of panic selling going on. You can see it. Who and why are they panic selling? Okay. Bitcoin, USDT. Yeah. See, earlier we had the same thing happen, but we fell out. So we do have this 200-day moving average. We can hope it holds us. And we're going to be oversold soon on the 4-hour even. So come on, keep coming, Bitcoin. Do your thing. Get us down into here. Touch 11,280, 11,175. That would be even better because then we would be extremely oversold. Again, as Peter Brandt said, you never know the pattern until you fully know the pattern. But we could wait for this candle to close and like maybe adjust. But actually, those are wicks. Interesting, but on the 4-hour boom. On the daily, though, if we look at the daily, looks like not much more coming. I mean, looks like this could kind of fizz out and begin to turn. This could turn too, but, or there could be way more downside. Boom, to 9,800. And this could complete a daily down to the lower RSI. Definitely could happen. 11,379. Is this the big one? Are we going to revisit the gap? You know why I don't think we're going to revisit the gap? Number one, we have moving averages crossing here on the 3-day. See the 21 crossing here. The 21 moving up. Everything's in a good line. We just had a nice cross. Maybe if that 200 does cross over the blue, be an indication on the daily that the 3-day that things are going to start to turn. We do have a MACD cross on the daily, on the 3-day, which is interesting. And a turn down here. Last time we did see a huge correction on the 3-day. Very, very big. Kind of right there. We were about in the same place, too. We were like right here, and the MACD crossed. Bitcoin went from 96 all the way down to 4,000. It's a weird indicator. Something I have to bring up. I hate to say it, but I guess I give you guys the facts, and the facts are what they are. So that is bearish to me. I got to tell you, maybe everyone else wants to tell you nonsense, but that is very bearish. because it's a fractal. Seems like the same thing could happen. Where is support too? Next place for support is at 10.373 here. Like legit. I mean, we have this support 13 above. Then we have the support at 11.9. We hit that. Really had trouble. Our next location is 10.36 locally. So could easily visit that today. And a nice little Bitcoin smash crash. Anything holding up? Let's see if anything's holding up. Pairing off of Bitcoin a little bit. Atom is just pretty much doing its thing. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. I mean, everything's gonna have that red candle right now. It just is what it is. Bitcoin just taking that value down, taking the market down. Hot coin. Threw $100 in this. I'm gonna let it ride throughout the whole market down here in the bottom. I figured it's just so low that it has to go up. Very risky play though. Really no stop loss, but it's $100. So you lose it. If not, who knows? It could turn into $1,000. That's really kind of the plan for that funny little trade. It probably will happen too, because I don't care about it. You know, when you don't give a dang. Dot holding pretty well for the gains that it made yesterday. Again, if you were watching the channel yesterday, someone asked about Dot, and we did a full-blown analysis, and we came up with the idea that either it would come back to the bottom of the trend line, we would buy here, or I said if you had a candle close above the trend line, that you should be buying. And I said, to the 1 hour, and if the candle closes like right here, then we should try to get in at like 429, 430. So this wick would have been a nice place here. And then boom, there's where your gains. And you could still be in it, kind of flagging here now on the 1 hour. Boom. Let's check on my long positions of IOST. I keep telling you guys, IOST. Something I just I'm fixated. 6.9. Wow, fell out of the triangle, man. That's really sad. Really, really sad. Now we're in a channel. See how the triangle becomes a channel? Now we're in a channel. Or if it can come V up, if it can V back itself, see how it V itself back in like this? If it can do the same thing back up. Extremely oversold right now though, IOST on the 1 hour. Getting there on the 4 hour. Has some little more downside. Dang, man. Long, you get in here and you wait, you take it all the way up. It did go to 8.1, huh? Wow. So you got to sell these tops. It's hard though, because that looks like a breakout, It's not easy. These midterm holds are not easy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Everyone's like, oh, I made a bunch of money, but it's not easy. I'd love to see the RSI get down a little bit more. Nah, we won't get the hidden bullish divergence because the price action will take it down as well. Yeah, I mean, we've seen gold struggle lately too. There's been a liquidity, I think, less money has been sent out into the markets. Because all they have to do, think about it. They're pumping. All they have to do is put a tight squeeze somewhere in that pipeline of liquidity, and they're going to cause the sell-off because people are going to, the lack of money. And, it's kind of obvious to me what's going on. But huge selling. A lot of selling going down. See if we can hold off this. But today, today's like Black Tuesday, man. A lot of positions getting tanked out. A lot of noobs freaking out. My portfolio is going down fast. Like I'm talking $1,000 in every hour. Because I hold a lot of long positions, so it just, there it is. It is what it is. Boom, man. IOST still holding pretty well, comparably. LTO as well. A lot of DeFi kind of shrugging off the lock. Doc also kind of shrugging off. I mean, it's up so much from previous lows that it's kind of created a nice support zone. Not too much more till we're oversold, guys. So just take a deep breather and, we'll get there. And we're oversold in the 1 hour. People start buying that back up. But damn, man. Basic attention token falling off. Everything just taking a dump. Taking a complete dump. A lot of positions. Although everything that we set up yesterday, still in the money. Still in the money for DOT. Which is interesting. You know, new coins on Binance, impervious to genocide, right? So, still dragging ARPA, but, you know, everything's losing the gains, though. I mean, look at the dumps, you know. Still in this bit of a wedge. It got bought back up. People felt like this was an opportunity to buy DOT, which it may be, ready for its next leg. I mean, it's going very parabolic. Just put that curve up there. So just so much talk about it. You know, I went on Twitter for 20 minutes, and there it was, DOT. You know, you scroll through YouTube, you can just tell the hype's coming in. So, but there's not a coin that hasn't dumped. Honestly, the entire market is dumped. Total market cap of the alts took a dump. Nice one too, but we're oversold on that 1 hour though. I want to get oversold on the 4 hour. Be really, really classy. And damn, man, we could still have a long way to go. Like, we had a nice run up, right? Nice to have that new mic. Oh, just back up and running. I'll get that out of here. But yeah, so this is what we were talking about yesterday with DOT. And you can clear. I mean, we went over it very well. Let me see. I'm trying to. Gave you guys a beautiful trade. Somewhere here. Is that it? This is it. Yep. We're going to buy here. And boom. We'd have made some money right there. Right? Pretty cool. And we're going to make some money. All right, guys. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, nailed that. So I'm just proving that anyone new subscribing to or anyone watching the channel today is, you know, from day to day, you can even go back a day just to see if it's worth watching my channel. If you could possibly benefit. The whole point is if you can make monetary gains from the information I'm giving you in real time, and you really can, and that's what I'm trying to show you. Okay. Over and over again as well. But it's scary times, man. Whenever you go through this, these pullbacks, you know, it's like, damn, you know. And that's why you really do need to take profits, you know. And I was thinking of that earlier this morning. I was like, man, maybe I should just close out some of these positions. Still falling. Everything is still falling pretty hard. Now, eventually even the impervious coins start to flip. That's what happens, and that's when you know it's like, so what you do is you watch the coins that are like really hard up, have good support. Like Doc right here. Check it on the 15-minute. Like, look at the dumpage. Complete dumpage. Right? It breaks out and then it loses. Look at it, broke out here, came all the way back to the triangle. Now it's breaking out. It's been a struggle for the altcoins last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks have been a little tough. There's been a few huge ones that just keep busting out, but if you're not in like the right coin at the right time, it's been a tough few weeks. Bulls couldn't hold a lower trend line. Support levels markets earlier are possible targets, man. Yeah, 11.2, 10.9, and 10.5. I mean, we really needed the lower trend line to hold for Bitcoin. All coins are high risk right now. I would take a breather on opening a new position. But there's also, I would look for oversold bounces now. Let's go to the RSI Hunter and see if we can check something that's just like really beat down. Maybe people were selling it last night, taking profits, and then today it just indicated, you know, and then So oversold. Based in USDT. I don't think they do any. Oh, yeah, they do. XLM. They're still saying this is old. 0.4 cents. What is that all about? So maybe you have to sign up. So it's just going to show you what it would show you. But it's not going to actually give us the real RSI Hunter. Well, you can use TradingView for this too. So look. Go back and I can like search coins for RSI. Let's find this together. Search. Yeah, see, the RSI is huge. It's a game changer, man. These old ideas. That's crazy, right? Some really old ideas. Anyway, I go manual then. But there's better ways. I'm gonna figure that out. We go down here and we just look. I mean, oversold. We go to the 4 hour. And we check and we just look for anything below the dotted line. We just stare down at the RSI and look for anything below the dotted line. It's crazy to see nothing was oversold. Nobody was selling. Everybody was buying. It's crazy to go through that many coins and not see. That's an indication to sell. I should know that's that. I'm going to mark that. If you can go through hundreds of coins and not find one that's oversold. This is the closest right now. Cardano. Cardano, man, is looking the closest to the oversold line than anything else. Wow, they sold it down to 11 cents. That's insane. That's insane, man. That's funny, man. These retail kids. Perfect day to buy a lot of this stuff. I mean, that's even dollar cost average into it, right? It's just golden opportunity. Golden opportunity. Booming, man. Damn. So Bitcoin, what do we see for Bitcoin? Do we see, let's just look at it, start fresh on it, like we're looking at it brand new. All right. So we see support here. Some support here. We see resistance here. We see some support right here. We see heavy resistance right here. We do see some support though at this line that we're bouncing down off. Right here, 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 and here. And then we see some more support right here. And right here. And then we can free fall. Alright. This is what I see. And when we're getting oversold, possible double bottom. Right here. Right? You can see that, guys. If this forms and starts to kind of wedge out. Possible double bottom. Bitcoin goes sideways. Altcoins recover. Beautiful day to buy. So take a breather. Okay. RSI getting very low. Doesn't always have to hit. You know, see? Usually doesn't. The only time it did here was in that March disgustingness. That was horrible. Hope we don't see that again. But we're getting low. Just remember that. On the 4 hour, which is beautiful. That's what we really needed. We needed this to extend. Let's also draw Fibonacci. Let's see if we have any from this local low to this new high. And we still could come back down though to 10,750 and even to 10,354 before we have beautiful support. We are bouncing though. See the 200-day moving average creating support. We could really hope that that holds as well. Not much red in the MACD, so in my opinion, like, you know, see how like you usually get at least 5 to 6 bars. See all every time it starts. So it kind of blows, but it says we have a little more downside, in my opinion. That's what the chart's telling me. Like, be nice if they just wick it though, wick it down and up real fast, like not drag it on too much, you know. So just wick it down, bring the RSI a little below this dotted line to like 10, 8, 9. It's very possible. So what I see happening for Bitcoin, gotta hold this trend line. Kind of broke through this trend line though, honestly. You could say it broke through earlier, but we could extend it. But we could also move the trend line to here and say, all right, this is the new bottom. Hold, you gotta hold here. It's gotta hold that level. So all eyes on Bitcoin right now. Alts high risk. I would accumulate alts right now though, like CHC, great time. Chills, come down a little more, get into some chills. Another reason to always have cash on the side. Another reason why last night I was like, you know what, I should close some of these positions. Had a feeling. Had some weird intuition about it. And I'm telling you, every time I see USDT packs, it's indication. Now you're even seeing bearish. ADA down as a strong buy. So now even the signals are pushing bearish sentiment onto people, which sucks, you know. Like, so I could tell a newbie just they'll start taking those signals. They'll start crushing the market on us. But yeah, band down to 10. You know, everything retracing pretty heavily. IOST and DOC holding their gains pretty well, respectively, and LTO. DeFi defending its coupling away from Bitcoin, you know. But I would look at CAZS for a buy right now. Look, again, being held down by this 200-day moving average, similar to what Bitcoin's doing. Had a huge run up. Now down. Let's see also where it retraced to on the Fibonacci retracement. We're in the golden pocket, right? Need I say more? We're in that golden pocket, support. This looks like a really nice buy, honestly. All honesty, it looks like a really nice buy. Because we're getting low on the RSI. I'd watch this today a little longer. But this is kind of my coin of the day. I'm going to say CHZ. Just because it's retraced back nicely into the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So to me, it's a level that loves to bounce. Definitely, if it breaks through, that's a different story. So we could always just put our stop loss right here. Use the 618 as support. Use the 200-day moving average as support. Beautiful trade right now because you don't have to risk a lot, right? Definitely something I'd be worth getting into right now is CHZ. Yeah. On my radar now. Double bottom on the RSI forming. This is kind of a horrible double bottom, but it's there in a way because you can see it's coming. And then it's coming at the same level. Doop. So you got a double bottom. You got support with the 200-day moving average. You have the 618. Let's check it on like the 1 hour time frame. Oversold. About to bounce. Yeah. This is a screaming buy right now. CHZ. CHZ. CHZ is on my radar right now. I think it's going to be my trade of the day. Yeah, because you can see everything else I'm in. Holding, getting bought back up a little bit. Doing all right. But CHZ also has a lot of news, a lot of following. This thing is looking prime. Looking prime to go. I am just full up on my positions, and I'm trying to find a place to get in. Trying to think of a good place to get in. Something I want to sell to get into CHZ. Because it's definitely, it looks like it's going to pop. I think it's going to start popping right now, like in front of us. 15829, down 8%. I think Bitcoin's going to hold that level for now. Bounce back up right now to the trend line. A wick down. We do have that double bottom as well. Oversold on that 1 hour. So look for at least a temporary reversal. Somewhat relief. And, you know, if it was up down here in the 1 hour, we could keep going. At least for the next hour, that's it. I mean, yeah, and then we get the Fed chairman talking this week. It's worth getting into and worth talking about. What Bitcoin holders should expect from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's speech this week. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's ambitions to target average inflation of 2% could see the central banks raise targets above that level in the short to mid-term. The Fed is expected to announce plans to increase inflation. Powell wants to target average inflation of 2%, meaning a push to drive it higher than the target to average figures out over time. The historic moves signal that unprecedented monetary debasement lies ahead. Chairman of the Federal Reserve Jerome Powell is expected to announce measures to drive up inflation at Thursday's Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium. After a 12-month exploratory process among central bank officials, Powell is expected to unveil on Thursday at the Fed's annual Jackson Hole, Wyoming conference the bank's monetary policy framework review. The review will outline plans targeting average inflation of 2%. Given inflation has barely breached that target over the past decade, the Fed is set to target a rate above that to drag the average up. EuroIS head of policy and central bank strategy. Heading into Jackson Hole, we are confident Chair Powell will use his speech Thursday to tee up a profoundly consequential and risk-free move to soft inflation averaging at the Fed's upcoming September meeting. Observers view the expected Fed stance to forge a path that enables the U.S. to avoid the long-term growth and price stagnation that has plagued Japan for decades. With Powell continues a monetary policy accommodative to achieve its employment and inflation targets. Some wonder if the moves represent yet another stint of overreach. The Fed could maintain its expansionary position well into the expected economy recovery, with interest rates held near zero for the foreseeable future. Minutes from July 28 to 29 meeting indicate concerns over the impact of the coronavirus pandemic are likely to keep interest rates lower over the medium term. U.S. economy is rebounding strongly. The unemployment rate has fallen from post-pandemic highs of over 14% to around 10%. Stocks have regained all of their losses. Despite evidence the economy is recovering, the Fed appears to want to end the decade-long trend of sluggish price growth. The Fed's commitment to endless monetary expansion could put further pressure on the greenback. When it announced an infinite amount of money supplied through asset purchases and other quantitative easing measures in March, both gold and Bitcoin surged 11% and 25% respectively. The dollar has fallen around 10% against a basket of currencies since March. If as expected, Powell indicates a willingness to continue propping up the economy, even as it enters a likely period of growth. Hard assets like gold and Bitcoin could see persistent strength. Peter Bachvar, chief investment officer at Bleakley Advisor Group, warned that it's time that they rationalize the continuation of these facilities that may have been necessary in March but no longer necessary now. Yeah. One for a doozy, man. Kind of does worry me a little bit. Must-see chart. Personally, I'm skeptical. Two big negative signals. When did she put this out? No, it's a long time ago, June 23rd. I'm not gonna listen to that. Bitcoin recovering off the wick. You're gonna see that my CHZ buy, I think, is gonna be a good idea. 5785. I mean, that's about to turn pink. That's curve on the RSI. I mean, I don't. And then the last time RSI was this low in the 1 hour, 1, 2, 3 times in the last month, and almost 2 months. No month, yeah, in a month. 2 hour, we're getting real low. Only 4 times in the last 3 months. So, to me, this is a gift for CHZ. Coming at you live. Keep watching it, though. We'll see what happens. But that's definitely the trade of the day. I'm watching it closely right now. Should be a bounce a little bit in the portfolio now. Yeah, see, we just got like a $300 bounce like immediately. Insane how fast this stuff is flying around. Yeah, Doc just bounced back. Yeah, hopefully we could see a reversal back to the top of that trend line for now. And what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about this little channel here we're in. Hopefully we can get a reversal. We are on the double bottom. I mean, exact. Look at that. That's a bullish pattern. And then we all know that. It is weird, though. I'll be honest. It's not clean. We are oversold in that 2 hour as well. Looking very similar to CHZ. You can see CHZ will, in the USDT pair, looks like it'll track Bitcoin. Look at that. We were just at 725. Boom. Boomed up. I'm liking that trade right now. But you know what? Anything is possible. Anything could happen. Again, the 618, use that as support. On that 4 hour there, see? Use the 618 as support. Get in right now. 1584. Again, this is financial advice for entertainment purposes only. But what entertainment it would be if you were to listen to me and get in at 015848. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. And people are going to be like, CHZ. So let's make an idea of this. I want to turn this into my idea. I have an idea. So what do? I hit this button. All right. And I hit add. CHZ to pop off the 618. Oversold on the 2 hour. See, and I say CHZ to pop off the 618, oversold on the 2 hour. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it though. All right. Let's go over the topics of the day. Let's see what's going on in the news and in gold. Really want to check on the gold and silver charts as well. So we're going to get into that right now. Silver specifically, I'm having a feeling it took a hit, but you know what? It's doing good. It's doing good. It got bought up again from this 224 level. I'm telling you right now, it's got the MACD cross revving on this 4 hour here. Don't mind these. I don't know what. Oh yeah, they were like an older falling wedge or something. So that's coming. You see the MACD curve and lag indicator, it's on its way. You'd be buying silver right now. Beautiful buy. And I see it coming back up to $33 for a 24% gain. I'm sticking to that. We went over it yesterday, and it's a trade I'm still sticking on. And yeah, take it. Again, this is in financial advice, entertainment purposes only. do whatever you want with your money. But silver is looking good for the taking. See, everything else looks like there's more downside here. More downside. But yeah, it's a flash sale. Kava holding heavy support. Interesting. See, DeFi kind of shrugging off a lot of Bitcoin's moves. Saying, hey, yeah, you're tough, but we're tough too. You know? And I was watching a video recently about the decoupling of these coins. You know? Look at this 21-day moving average curving up. Bullish. We do have the MACD cross curving down. Bearish. We're in the falling wedge. Bullish. We're actually in like a triangle too here. Let's see what we're in. Boom. So it is in a like a bull pennant, in my opinion. It could almost be a bilateral triangle, which is a 50-50 shot either way. We do have the MACD cross coming. It looks like we're gonna fall out of this. So Kava, maybe have a little more downside. Maybe till we bounce off this right here, off the 200-day moving average. That's why I'm really focusing on CHZ. Keep coming back to it. I'm watching it a lot lately too. Know about the coin, know about the project. So, data. Let's go back to the original the traditional markets and check out on gold. Gold at 1921, very similar to silver. Is it falling out? It does have a head and shoulders here. You see this shoulder, head, shoulder, bearish. Could see gold retest 1872. Curving up, pretty low on the RSI. Not too low though. Some move, but blue line and flat line in here. We are consolidating in price. Just with the coming ups and downs, the Fed meeting, I see gold to shoot up through this, but there is a bearish pattern here that it could negate. There is a head and shoulders, but it's kind of turned the right shoulder into a more of a consolidation pattern. So in my opinion, you know, I would accumulate gold right now. Looks like it's being held up by the 200-day moving average. Look for this white line to curve up and begin to cross the higher moving averages. Gold to begin its new tear up. I think it was only oversold in the 4-hour. March once, twice now. August 10th, you had a nice dip buy for gold. Right there. Interesting. Touched 1863. A bit of a crash. This should keep rolling up. And we have the MACD cross coming. It's doing its thing. It's consolidating. Should flag and then break out of the flag and hit the target, the Dow Jones of 29,423. So that would carry Tesla, Amazon, a lot of these other stocks right up with it. Tesla went to 21. It's very overbought. Let's see on the daily, it's overbought. Curving down now. On the 3-day, it's over. Yeah, it's extremely overbought. Even on the weekly, but it looks like it says, oh, I can go up more. Right? But that would be a double top on the RSI. Forming another double top here on the RSI. I mean, definitely time to take profits on Tesla. If you're going to sit in Tesla after all that, I think that's foolish. But hey, maybe it'll just keep pumping and I'm the fool. But come on, man. At least it will come back down to 1669. At least. To the new support area. After price discovery, there's always a correction. Let's see where we're going to correct to. pumped all the way right up to here. Boom. 382, 618, 706. So we could see Tesla back at 939. It'll be a completely healthy retrace. Look at this run up. That did probably a similar thing if we were to look at it on a macro scale. But look, that went all the way up, and it came back down. Yeah, like look, there's almost 70% of the move. But usually a stock will retrace, or any asset, back to the 618 before it begins its progression back up. So we have to assume that it will. And that would be the pocket here. So Tesla back to 926, overbought. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. I would take profits on Tesla today. And I'm not saying it's not going to, I think it's going to go to 3,000. I'm very bullish and very long on Tesla. But for the short term, it's going to have to retrace. And I honestly think because of its will, I don't think it'll get to the 618. I think it'll get maybe here and maybe wick, if you're lucky, to the 0.5. Probably a 382, just because of the pressure on it and how many people like it, 1378. But definitely a retracement. Definitely look to sell Tesla and just look to get back in if you're long. A lot of people just want to hold it forever, and that's probably even a better idea. But if you were trying to trade it, that would be my idea right now. Amazon, $3,000 a share. Just insanity. Absolute insanity. Who would have thought that you could have bought Amazon at $2,000 a share and made 50%? Right? Off of like a bull flag like that. It's a full-blown bull market. Amazon overbought. Completely overbought. On the weekly. I mean, that's an indication that it is time to get out. All right, guys. Bitcoin still holding good support, though. I think we did a good analysis of where we're at. I think we're double bottoming, coming back up. Gave you the trade of the day, so there's still money to be made today. Still money to be made. I'm really stuck on this CHZ, and then we can go at it tomorrow and see what the prediction was. At 15848, seems to have kind of paused itself here. But yeah, maybe a little more downside. Let's see if we can hit the 618 and like get it at 15 even, 1500, a little more wick down. Go from there. BLZ. Check on BLZ, man. I've been holding BLZ for 2 weeks, and it's just been a roller coaster ride. I was in somewhere down here, and I got all the way up to there. I should have sold that. But I did want this to be a longer term hold. I didn't really think we would get a blow off top that fast, though. So, but here we go. BLZ, man. I'm going to have to look at it on the 30-minute because, so it broke out of the falling wedge. Now it kind of put itself in a bigger falling wedge, which could come all the way back down, man, to 9. Could be the top there. Or we could look at it more like something like that as the falling wedge itself. Coming up. It's a strange pattern though. Like, I'm not used to seeing stuff like that. That's weird. Let me draw that now. That's now in another channel. Bottom of the trend line. So curved down, curved up. Time to get into a lot of this stuff. This is a perfect buy zone for almost everything, in my opinion. Beautiful. Like, that's curving. Momentum is losing. Bottom of this trend line. It's a bit of a bull flag, honestly. Just a very elongated one. It's taking a long time to play out. Gives us that target to break the all-time, the old high, or the old local high right before the pop high of its when it first began. Need just to get into price discovery with this thing. We could fly back to 16.5. Okay, so that's what I'm sticking to with this one. BLZ. I think today is a nice buy for BLZ. Nice buy for the whole market. Nice buy for the whole market. I just crushed back up. Not too bad. Things are way worse. We're still looking at 88 down as a buy signal. Get that out of here. 3 commas, man. Pushing bearish sentiments on new traders. Stock back to 26. Look at the green candle. Thank you very much. Come on. Look at the buy wick up there. Yeah, bounce off that trend line. Don't get back in here. Do not get back into this trend line, please. Not for a little while, at least. Till we break out. IOST back over 7. Come on. Wick back into my little triangle. But even still, we could go this way with it. I'm happy with that. Now we're at the bottom of the trend line. Pump a little more MACD out. Loosen down on the RSI. And you're ready for a buy. They did just turn bullish conditions bearish, but then flipped it back to bullish when they reset the trap. So it's not the worst thing in the world, guys. It's not the worst thing in the world. We have to look at it in that perspective, right? Like basic attention token. Went down to what? 36, got back up. And we thought it would. This is the bottom of the trend line. You have to play like this. If something goes to the top of the trend line, it's going to go to the bottom of the trend line. But what do we see, guys? Possible double bottom forming. Right? Bouncing off of the 50-day moving average. This could be losing its momentum. RSI is set below 50, which is a good place. Think about it. Look at how many times it never goes down. It just goes down a little bit, comes back up. Down a little bit, comes back up. Down, come back up. A little bit, come back up. Come back up. Come back up. Come back up. Boom. Should kind of works its way down. You see it? Boom. Like that. So I say we're going to bounce pretty soon. BAT. Wow. Nice reset for the market. Things making sense. Adam shrugging off any losses, really. I mean, just it shouldn't have been as high as $8.80, about to hit $9. That's insanity, right? Breaking out. So healthy consolidation and moving here. We should see Adam just holding support, but I definitely think it's going to have to come back down a little bit. Again, that's where the Fibonacci retracements. You got to pull your fibs. Back to the golden pocket here. Adam to $5. I don't think so. Let's try that 382 at 633. I'd take that. But definitely got to watch it. Definitely got to watch it. So this is how I trade too. So I look for all my parameters. 15865. And I would just sit on this for a while. Keep this on the 30-minute and just watching it and wait for this line to curve. Then I check it on the 1 hour, wait for the line to curve. 2 hour, you know what I'm saying? Or when I see this is kind of expanding and I get a good indication that the momentum of the bearish move is over, it's time to strike like a cobra. It's very, to me, it seems simple, right? But it's not always that simple. And today you should be freaking out. Oh my God, they're selling everything. Oh, Bitcoin tanking. No. But that's not the case. It's not the case. Things are okay. Things are great, actually. Still have any gainers? Bear USDT. 8%. DOT still holding 478. To me, that's insane. That tells me that it's a buy too, because how in all this could it just not move at all? Like, how could it just stay there like so hard? Very interesting. So you would have held most of your gains from yesterday if you got in with me at 429 area, as we talked about. Gave you the trade. Gave it to you. Spelled it out. Spent like 20 minutes on it, actually. Went through all the different reasons why it was a good time to buy. Told you it went through all my checklist that took me years to create. So just going through all these different things that are there at your... Oh, good thing about today is I added a Telegram channel to my YouTube. Right? So if we were at today's video, not today, baby. So we're at today's video. Right? We're at today's video, and you go down, join my Telegram right here. Hit this link. So it'll take you to my Telegram. Open it in desktop. Boom. It's my Telegram group. And I put Parsec on your radar. I'm going to put things here, like a lot of stuff's happening every day. And I'm on for an hour to 2 hours every morning. But then there's a lot of other stuff going on, right? We got coin market cap, right? And I just want to look at Parsec. This thing was going up pretty well, up 57% today. I got in at 16 yesterday, so it's doing well. I mean, in like a couple hours, I was up 25%. And I posted that, Parsec on your radar. So just follow me here on Telegram at CryptoLifer. This is my channel. We can discuss anything. If you have an idea, you can post it there. And what's cool, it's like text message, but it sits there. And we can all share ideas and grow. And that's what I love about it. So, boom. Yeah. So hit this link right here. Join my Telegram. Boom. Be awesome. And we can expand our minds and just kind of, keep it moving. But that's the idea. Good morning, y'all. Morning. Oh, see. So that's bugging me out. Because I didn't see the chat. The right chat. All right. Went over a lot of different market structure for Bitcoin. Feel like I'm giving you like a pretty good play here with CHC. Again, put your stop loss. The reason why it's a great play is you don't have to risk a lot, guys. This is why I give you a lot of trades where the risk to reward ratio is good. I seek it out. Like, that's my whole plan. I basically have a checklist for why I would get into anything. And then I also have a risk reward ratio where it should play out in my favor if it's going to play out in my favor. Again, I put ideas out. If you need to follow me, like, look at this idea. And I just started putting ideas out, but if you watch my channel, I'm putting an idea out like every day, all the time. But this was Dr. Pop, and you can press play and watch if I said it. And this is what I said, August 2nd, Dr. Pop. So it's now what, August 25th. Would have made you 100%, damn near, because I would have got you into Doc at 0.014, and it's now at 0.025. So you would have got in right here at 0.014 like I did, and boom. Look, 32% gains. This thing went far more than that, and now it's flagging. You can see it nicely flagging on the 4 hour. So look for more out of Doc coming at you. And I'm using the USDT pair. Cool. Just want to check up on Doc right now. But DOT, man, the fact that it's holding these levels, very interesting to me. Extremely interesting to see. Yeah. Now a little sell-off happening. Interesting, right? Let's see, man. Is Bitcoin shrugging itself down a little bit more? BAT having a nice little recovery. Double bottom. Showing you that. Good time to get into BAT. My bags are loaded. I don't want to touch any more bad. I have purely enough. Bitcoin, playing games, freaking people out. They're like, will it keep going down? It says it will because that histogram hasn't shown us much. And look, it has to kind of go down like this or like that or like that. Sad to say, so it says we're going to see more downside. That's what I see. Thinking of maybe closing some of my shadiest positions and just waiting for a lower low. Like right now I'm in BLZ. I'm thinking if Bitcoin doesn't hold, and look, here's a MACD cross coming on the 4 hour. It hasn't even happened yet. So, boom, downside, right? I mean, that's what it tells you. That's exactly what it tells you. I know BLZ is like a winner and it's going to go up a lot. Has a lot of news. There's a lot of big things coming for it. So you either hold it and come down here and know you're going to be down like a G with a light stop loss, which I actually don't like doing, you know. Stop loss really should be below the trend line now, because if it falls through, it negates this pattern as a bull pattern, and then you have to kind of like pick the pieces back up and see where you're at. So like literally, if you're in BLZ right now, stop loss at 12,100. Because if it breaks through that, to me, I mean, they try to wick you out. It's very interesting. Very interesting play here. This could end up being just like a fake out, like right here. Look, where you get nothing and it explodes again. You never know. That's why you have to have a stop loss, and that's why you use moving averages as support. You know, hide behind them in a way, so to speak. The carnage just stopped for a little while. My account is kind of leveled out, but it went down, like $400 or $500 now. It's not bad. That's what I expect. I have some loose stop losses, so a few things are going to go down 100 here, 200 there. It's going to happen. IOST and DOC still holding very well, so we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, but Parsec, put that on your radar. I used Uniswap for the first time the other day. You can actually download the Coinbase app to your phone. You can link it to Uniswap, and boom, you're in the money. I don't know how it really does it, but it does it in real time. This is uniswap.org. Launch the app. Yep. So you connect the wallet. Oh, and it knew my wallet. Right there. Select the token, TRQ. Having trouble finding a token. Oh yeah, so like it won't find Parsec, but if I open my app, it says I have it. It's interesting to see that. And then you can add liquidity pools. You can do a lot of interesting stuff with Uniswap. So, yeah. I just wanted to see, I can actually go to the Coinbase app and check it out. And you can see how much, you can see your Parsec token. And that's pretty cool. And it says earn interest. Earn interest by lending out your crypto with smart contracts. These contracts are blockchain-based apps that accept your crypto and lend it to borrowers who pay interest. Interest rates fluctuate dynamically based on supply and demand. Lending happens via third-party smart contracts, not through Coinbase. Research the contract providers before you lend. Returns aren't guaranteed. While loans are backed by collateral, there are still risks. Smart contract bugs may cause you to lose your funds or in the event of a large price drop, there may be insufficient collateral to return all your funds. Interesting. So DAI is giving you the most at 5%, or USD coin at 5.6%. And there's wrapped Bitcoin at 0.3, basic attention token at 0.5. I mean, basically you want to do USD coin, and they scare the hell out of people by saying like you could just lose it all. So interesting. But yeah, Parsec, man, something worth thinking about. Just keeps pumping, and I bought it on Uniswap at 16. It's now at 0.20. And actually, I think it could be one of the biggest players in the space, in the DeFi space. And it's sitting at 2191, right? Turn blockchain data into actions. Connect blockchain activity to off-chain apps and devices. Monitor and secure DeFi applications. Build custom event triggers powered by real-time automations. Request the demo. Try for free. So with millions of transactions across different blockchains without worrying about load or throughput. Use integrations between blockchains, data providers, apps, and web services to remove the complexity from blockchain-specific workflows. Define how you want the data from blockchains to be aggregated and transformed, where and when you want to receive it. Also want to put on your guys' radar is token metrics. When I'm like fully focused on it, I'm definitely going to open up an account for token metrics and get it going. The winning edge you need to make money. The moon is not the limit, but to the moon and beyond.
Since the creation of the internet, every industry has been turned upside down. Amazon changed retail. Uber changed transportation. YouTube changed video forever. With the invention of crypto, money is next. At the speed technology is growing, the future of money and securities are digital. 9 out of 10 millennials do not trust banks. The value of money relies on trust. Government debt is higher than it's ever been before. Central banks continue to print money. Fortunately, the world has a new solution. Experts predict in 7 years, 10% of the world's economy will be in crypto-based assets. Today, 1 billion people have access to the financial industry. Crypto is about empowering the other 6 billion people by banking the unbanked. Do not underestimate this. Do you wish you invested in Google, Amazon, or Netflix before anyone ever knew about them? $1,000 invested in Netflix turned to over $500,000. At Token Metrics, we help you find the next Netflix. Token Metrics users think differently about investing. They are early adopters looking for financial freedom. They are people who see a better world. A world without international borders.
I like this guy a lot. I saw
We
an
believe
interview
in a
with him
world
yesterday.
where everyone has access to the next financial revolution. At Token Metrics, we are creating a bridge that gets you to that revolution. We will help you make sound investments in this new world. The world's best investors do not rely on their intuition. They embrace technology and AI to invest. Token Metrics uses AI to find invisible patterns in data to help you invest and trade in crypto. In the past, we have used our data-driven system to achieve financial freedom. Now, we are giving you the keys. We created Token Metrics to be the only platform you'll ever need to make money in crypto. We give you AI and access to crypto experts at the best price. The moon is not the limit. To the moon and beyond.
Yo, Token Metrics. I am going to sign up.
Disclaimer. Tokenmetrics Media LLC does not provide individually tailored investment advice and does not take a subscriber's or anyone's personal circumstance into consideration.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Tokenmetrics is amazing. It uses AI to find out indications and predictions on markets. And it's amazing. Subscription plans for all types of investors. They have the hodler plan. A hodler plan consists of $39.90 a month or $19.99 per month billed annually. $39.99 per month or $19.99 billed annually. Yeah, so you definitely should buy the annual one for $240. Get 6 months free by subscribing to the annual plan. For that, you get crypto indices showcasing more than 10 crypto portfolios based on artificial intelligence, catering to different investment and trading styles and rebalancing periods. Private investor newsletter, industry-leading IEO reviews, real-time technical analysis, indicators, and signals for the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap, telling you which cryptos were bullish and bearish on based on movements in the token price. Fundamental analysis for the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap, so you know which ones are scams and which ones are undervalued. Technology and GitHub source code reviews for top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap, so you know which cryptos have solid technology. And premium investor reports and videos created by our all-star team of traders and developers from Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. Get 6 months free by subscribing now. The investor plan. Early access to investment ratings. This is $600 a year. View drafts of scores as we enter them in our system before we publish them to users in the basic hodler plans. Real-time technical analysis, indicators, and signals from the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap. Fundamental analysis for the top 100. Damn, they make you really want to get it. Now that's professional. Join our exclusive private global investor network and make global connections with professional investors from all over the world. Real-time technical analysis, indicators, and signals for cryptocurrencies outside the top 100 market cap. Find the next hidden gem before it cracks the top 100. Fundamental analysis for cryptocurrencies outside the top 100 market cap, so you can find an undervalued diamond in the rough before it cracks the top 100. Technology and GitHub source code reviews for cryptocurrencies outside the top 100, so you know which cryptos have solid technology and have yet to be discovered. Bi-weekly private investor webinars with Tokenmetrics team, so you know exactly what we're thinking trading and investment-wise. Get 6 months free by subscribing to our annual plan for $2,400 a year. Why we created Tokenmetrics platform. Damn, man. And Bitcoin holding. Damn, I want to get Tokenmetrics. I think I'm going to get it. Pay the $2,400, man. For 1 year, though. You should make so much in that year. Better make it count. Damn. It's expensive, but they put in the work. Portfolio tracking, reports and videos, price predictions, tech and code reviews. I mean, investor plan, professional. Yeah. Damn. The hodler plan. They have good IEO reviews, real-time technology indicator signals for the top 20. See, I'm like a deep diver, man. I need the professional one. Just how it has to be. Well, even that, they should like a horse and buggy, and the other one they don't. Yeah, if you're not following me here on Instagram, check it out. That's where I usually put a view.
Smell the fresh air. Are you in an office today? Not really happy with what you're doing? You could be trading. You could learn financial freedom.
Boom. You could be buying CHZ at the bottom. Like a boss, right? Staying cool, calm, and collected during all this shenanigans. There we go. We got our second histogram bubble up. Keep it coming. Maybe I have one of these. You never know. But yeah, we're going to hold tight. I'll check back in. I think maybe I might go on tonight, just for a little while to see what happens for Bitcoin. But I don't think we're going to see, at the present moment, we're holding. At the present moment, we're holding. The MACD tells me that there's more coming, though. There's more coming. Or unless we have one of these. Like a fake out MACD, which we had 1, 2. Doesn't always happen. It's a lot rarer. And we could just get down to oversold, pump down a little more, loosen up. I like to see the blue line below the equator. That's always bullish in my opinion, because that means we can do one of these big run-ups. When you're up here, you really can't do one of these, right? Because you're already up here. See? Got to come back down once you're up there. So coming back down is good. That's what this did, you know. Reset everything. We ranged, but we didn't range too much. I think it's healthy, actually. Springboarding us. And this 11,400 is really holding us here. This 11, it's even 11,395 is my line, my green line, technically. Look, 11,396. That's where I made the line. So let's see what she has to say. Did she post this today? I just started following her. So she thought we would bounce, but we didn't. We went up, down again, and out. So we did one of these though, right here, which had a lot more downside. So this could be where we're at, right here. Up, down, down, yeah. Bitcoin's still struggling 386. I'm telling you, if it does break this line, we're going to 11.1, then 10.8, and then very, very fast to 10,000. Sad to say. That'd suck. We see 10,000 today, honestly. Fall out of the trend line and everything, you know. I just hit a stop loss in one of my big holds because I think if it does fall through, I end up throwing myself back in. It will be a $400 loss on the trade, which is an 8% on the 5K. But what it'll do is it'll put me back into cash. I'll be able to get into something. I think that will be oversold at that point, extremely. So should be able to make it back pretty fast. So 15,884, remember, CHC, calling it. And you get to hide right here at 15,245. So almost want to just close this trade right now. The other one to get into this one because this one just looks far more promising. I think I may do that. But putting it on your radar. CHC is my trade of the day. Gold holding, but not holding too great. And then the regular market's just kind of milling around. It's a strange Tuesday. Netflix, pretty good. Silver playing with this trend line here, but look at the support it's having. Telling you, man, take your profits on Tesla. It's going to go back to 1,600 really fast. But the Dow is set to pop. Look, the MACD. So I don't like to bet against the MACD. Like, I wouldn't take a short out right there. Gold falling. Everyone's looking at this strong dollar talk with this, this all this nonsense that we read about, with the Fed and this big meeting on Thursday. And so everyone's not sure what's going to happen. So they're banking on the dollar having maybe a bit of a strong day. And maybe the dollar's up today too. So with the dollar being up, it's going to offset gold and Bitcoin. So both slipping a little bit. Bitcoin down 0.3%, gold down 0.5%, Amazon up 1.2%. Tells you that monetary value is in the convenience of need, right? And I think that's why crypto will have its day in the sun. Banned protocol. What I don't like about these is they're falling and they don't have any red yet. So there should be a lot more red for these falls. And it tells me there's more downside to come, which sucks. Have to be honest. I hate when the trades go against you, but you have to be honest with yourself. You don't hold the sinking ship, man. Let me just check on Lend right now, because Lend is such a heavy coin. That's the coins you want to buy in these times. Now Lend could start to flag here. Okay. I like to draw these and see the price fill it. But Lend could definitely start to flag right here. 69 cents. It had a high up to 78. Nice little retracement. Buy up on the wick. We are overbought, but we're coming back down. We have a curve. See, this is the thing, man. This is telling me. This is like kind of scary. Because I'm seeing downside, and then I'm seeing the MACD not turned yet. Like, before, the MACD should have turned by now. It's almost like they knew how to manipulate these systems. Like, because to me, this is a strong buy, but I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't buy this right now. I like to buy in the pink. Right here. And sell right now in the green. That's what I like to do. So, yeah, we really need to see BAT hold this bottom trend line. If it doesn't, and it falls, it's like, you know, yeah, God. I mean, BLZ falls down here, takes a hit. Playing it close to the bone here. This is when trading is tough. Today's a really tough day to trade, I'll be honest. So when Bitcoin vexes you, and like you want to walk away, but you can't. You want to stop trading, but you need. There's things, and then you know that there's going to be money made tomorrow for the people that were savvy and calm. So you just have to do the same. And it's not easy. You have to trade the plan, stick to it, and just keep moving. Like Band, I think is going to go up hard. Even if it goes back to 8, it will hit 16 in 2 months from now. So whether you're down on Band or up in Band, yeah. Doc holding its gains. You know, again, IOST and Doc, too small to fail at this point, in my opinion. And LTO, DeFi, just shielding itself from a lot of. But if Bitcoin goes all the way down to 9,000, I mean, nothing can be shielded from that. So that's why I'm like, damn, man. You see Adam slipping support. See, that tells me too when I'm seeing. But Adam has to go down. I mean, it's too high. Once that goes down, but once Adam falls down, people are going to sell. It's going to start a liquidity flash into USDT. Where's the USDT going to go? Into an oversold coin or into the sidelines. Key up. See, these little coins, they go up. I kind of had key. I called key. Had it drawn out here by the bottom here. Had a MACD cross coming. I think we went over it yesterday. So you would have made money on key today and you'd still be in the green. Unreal, right? Up 30%. So I somehow find these little gems. I mean, I saw the boom, right? Bounce off the 200-day moving average. You see this? And the 21-day curved up, about to cross. It's actually bullish. This is very bullish. This happened in the last 4 hours. The last hour. So while everyone else was scared, some rich dudes were keying in on key. And they made themselves a nice 30% gain. Laughing at the rest of the market. Pretty interesting, huh? Yeah, so today what I would do is I would just stay calm and I would look at this trade here that I'm looking at, CHZ. And I'd see if it holds this double bottom. But you know what? You never know. I'm going to check back in later on today. Tell you guys exactly what I'm thinking of doing. But ultra high risk, you got kind of like just wait and see what Bitcoin does. That's what a lot of people are going to do. So it's going to take liquidity out of the market for the day. So you're not going to get a lot of pops. See? Yep. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And I will be live tomorrow. Remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. And remember, crypto is life. See you lifers tomorrow.